I'm now looking at Hermann Berens' studies, which is different from exercise. We've got to remember the difference between a study and an exercise. An exercise is a short, simple to remember contraption, whereas a study has much more musical content, much more musical value, usually got a little bit more form and structure to it and variety to it. So we tend to play studies with more musical shaping, with more musical intention. And exercises, even though we always need to make sure we're using good sound and obviously good technique, they're a little drier. So what I'm going to do with these studies is I'm going to use pedal, because the pedal is there for the resonance and for the sound, and I'm going to try and make them unmechanical, if that's possible, given that they do tend to focus on specific mechanical aspects. So now let's look and see how I'm moving. Old school ways of doing this, if you've been used to Hanon and following the instructions in Hanon, you'd be lifting the fingers up high and with precision, which is not what we do nowadays. At least it's not what I advocate doing. It would look something like this. And I'm already feeling tension in my hand and in my arm, especially because I'm holding down my fifth finger. So my way of mapping this, there's two possible ways of doing it as I see it. Up. If I hoist myself up, the arm hoists on the pinky against the key, up. I generate propulsion, which I can use to cross the keyboard. Up, up. And you see I've got there a little wrist circle effectively. So I'm moving in circles. For practice, I would suggest and recommend shifting the accents. So instead of accenting the first note, I would practice accenting the second note. And then, so I'm thinking 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to try that, landing on putting the accent on the thumb. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then finally, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And that's a very valuable way of practicing passages like this, where each finger gets the chance to be the leader, if you will. So even though the strong beat is eventually going to be the fifth finger.